Oh man, so this is one sad story right here, bro. One sad story, but I think we gotta discuss it real quick to talk. I ain't got nothing written down. I just want to talk, but and just watch some reactions to it. So some people are wondering like who's to blame in the situation. I don't know who I think is to blame, but let's tap in. So an 11-year-old boy was stabbed to death in Chicago while trying to protect his pregnant mom from her ex-boyfriend who had just been released from jail.
Good afternoon. I'm Erica Sargent.
Good to have you with us. I'm Joe Donlin. We now know one person is in custody after a pregnant woman and her 11-year-old son were attacked inside their Edgewater apartment. The little boy did not survive.
CBS 2's Sharday Gray is live at the scene where she spoke to neighbors who know the family. Sharday.
Joe and Erica, one neighbor says this is going to be tough to break the news to her daughter that 11-year-old Jayden Perkins died today. She says they used to play all the time, but now those play dates have been cut short.
Screaming, just screaming, yelling, screaming, help.
That's all this neighbor heard this morning. A woman screaming. She didn't want her name to be known, but she says she was too scared to get involved.
I didn't, intervene in it. I'm sorry that this tragic is lost.
Police say around 8 this morning in the 5900 block of North Ravenswood Avenue, they responded to a call of service. When they arrived on scene, they found 11-year-old Jayden Perkins with injuries to his chest. They also found a 33-year-old woman who sustained multiple wounds to the body. A neighbor says they've never had trouble with the woman and child.
She was a lovable woman and her son was very well mannered and he spoke to me all the time, and I'm sorry for this tragic.
Both victims were transported to St. Francis Hospital. 40th Ward Alderman Andre Vasquez says he lives blocks away from the scene.
It does appear to be a domestic incident, an isolated incident.
Perkins was pronounced and the woman was listed in critical condition. Family could be seen outside the complex embracing after the devastating loss.
I'm surprised by the whole thing because I know them as the mom, the fiance, and the two boys. They're a very calm, loving family.
A police source tells us the woman is 8 months pregnant and she is the mother of Perkins.
And just found out that she was pregnant with our first daughter. 8 months. I wasn't even aware of that.
Neighbors say this is a quiet complex and never thought anything like this would happen.
I'm devastated. I live on this compound. I have a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and I just can't wrap my head around it. It's like I'm flabbergasted.
But I pray that this never happens to anyone.
Circumstances surrounding this incident are still under investigation. Reporting live in Edgewater, Sharday Gray, CBS 2 News.
Sharday, thank you.
Now let me read some of these details. Y'all bear with me, okay? So, according to the New York Post, Crosetti Brand, 37 years old, stabbed a boy, Jayden Perkins, in the chest, and a 33-year-old woman. He has since been arrested. They said Crosetti had been paroled Tuesday from the Stateville Correctional Center, where he was serving a 16-year sentence for home invasion and aggravated assault. He forced his way into his ex-girlfriend's home in Edgewater and brutally attacked the family, Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling said during a Friday press conference. The woman was leaving with her 2 children when the attack happened around 8 a.m. The 11-year-old boy reportedly jumped in front of his mom to shield her from Crosetti. The mother and son both sustained stab wounds and were taken to a local hospital. The boy was pronounced deceased upon arrival. His mother was listed in critical condition, but she's expected to survive, and her unborn baby as well. They're saying an innocent child's life was taken as he tried to protect his mother far too soon, and the mother was attacked in what should have been the safest place for her, which was her home, the Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox said. Now peep this. They're saying Brand had been released on parole the day prior while serving a 16-year sentence for home invasion and aggravated assault. CPD said Brand had also threatened the woman when out on parole in October, which then sent him back to custody for parole violation. Brand and the woman had been in a relationship more than 15 years ago and had an order of protection against him. Additionally, CPD said Brand had previously been convicted of violating orders of protection against him. That's a crazy and unfortunate story, dog. Crazy and unfortunate story, but let's look at some reactions. The homie Megan says, shaking my head, the mom will forever have regrets that she chose the man to be in her life that would take away her firstborn. Shaking my head. Whack 100 says, nah, this ain't cool. This lady says, before y'all start, they been over 15 years ago before her son was even born. That's wild. I blame the mother. I don't care how long they've been together. On my life, this ain't the first time you as a mother, you protect yourself and your kids. I don't care. RWG, rest with God, handsome. That's what I think I meant. The fact that so many of y'all are blaming the mom for who she dated 15 years ago and not holding the man accountable who actually committed the brutal attack 15 years later, is so bizarre to me. Y'all need serious help. If I said poor choices of men, I'd be the bad guy, but hey, Jayden was more of a man than that clown will ever be. Facts. He did 15 years and was enraged the entire time. Yes, he needed life. He probably was jealous she had kids. Shake my head. This person says, this is my family and this is my cousin and baby cousin. Y'all in the comments, especially the women, sound ignorant and tell me right away y'all didn't read the article and just went off seeing her ex in the title. The mother's recovering, but please pray for her and our family as we go through this tragic, life-changing moment. I still don't understand why victims of domestic violence are not taken seriously and protected. A lifetime protection. Y'all failed her. His only plan when he got out was to go kill her. That is sad about that baby. But yeah, man, the story is crazy, bro. It's so many different layers. Who do I think is to blame? For sure, the dude is to blame. The dude is to blame. Number one, for sure. You start with the dude. He's to blame for sure, because what the hell is going on in your mind, bro? Like, if you that crazy in the range, do it to yourself before you do it to somebody else. That's how I think about it, bro. Like, for real. Now, in regards to the lady going and letting folks know that this dude has been threatening her, ain't no parole, bro. What? Ain't no parole. That's what I'm thinking, bro. There ain't no parole. If a man is a true threat to society, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm saying over and over again, it's like a pattern of situations where people say, okay, go to the police to do X, Y, and Z. Go to the police. And I get it. Everyone should go to the police. But then something has to be done on their end, the law enforcement end, to do their due diligence to follow up on these things, because there's so many situations that I'm seeing lately that after someone has gone to police, these people still follow through with these heinous acts. It doesn't matter. I remember a situation I covered like maybe a year or so ago where a woman went to the police and then she was followed there by the guy. And then once she left, he then took her life. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's one sick situation. And I understand the mind state of trying to tell ladies at the same time, you are the victim in the situation. That should not be overlooked. But for other ladies that's outside looking at the story, this wise is even more of a thing to avoid dealing with certain type of men. You know, every hood dude ain't ignorant and a killer. So I understand dating dude that's from a rough neighborhood. I understand that. But when it comes to dating the men who are a little mentally challenged, they want to crash on every little thing, you may think that shit may be cute because their energy is not directed towards you. But there's a chance that you and this person may not be on the same page one day. And then the same energy they give to others, it's going to be your turn to be on the receiving end of that energy. So with that being said, it behooves you to make sure that you have as little involvement with these type of dudes to prevent these type of things. This child wasn't even thought of. But still, whatever led to her decision to be in a relationship with this guy 16 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever that decision was, still led to this right here. Now, to this man, I hope whatever happens to you, whatever you got coming to you, I hope it gets there quick and swiftly. You should never even see the sun again. Like, nah, bro. You want to take somebody's son? No son for you. That's how I think. You want to take somebody's son? No son for you. Because that's disgusting, bro. That's horrible, dog. A lot of people crashing out over some wild things. I could never understand it. That's the point. You can't reason with crazy, dog. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo, rest in peace to this young man, dog. Sad.